And good day. We're going to create an electrical plan. First, what you want to do is right click on level 1. You want to duplicate view. We will be duplicating. If you duplicate with detail, what you're going to do is copy all the dimensions and tags for the windows and doors and all these tags, room tags. That's with the detailing. If we just duplicate it, it's going to take all that off. And that's what we're going to do. Duplicate it. You come over to copy of level 1, right click, rename, electrical. Make sure it's all capitals. Say OK, and I spelled it wrong, so fix that. And then what you want to do is click in the empty space right here, and you're going to hit on the keyboard VV, and brings up the visible graphic overrides. I just say Victor Victor. And you're going to come down to your floors. You're going to uncheck the floor and hit apply. What it's doing is hiding the floors that you created. You're also going to go down to doors, and you're going to halftone the doors by checking this box. You're going to go down to the walls, halftone the walls, halftone the windows. You want to halftone specialty equipment. You want to halftone plumbing fixtures. You want to hit apply, and you also want to hide the room separation if you haven't done that yet. If you go to line work and you hit the plus sign next to it, it expands it out. You can come down to room separation, uncheck that box, hit apply, move this out of the way, and everything should be half-toned. So I'm just going to say OK. Now you see everything is half-toned. It's all gray. If I go back to level 1, you can see nothing's changed. You have all the flooring and everything. So I'm going to go back to electrical plan on the floor plan view. And we're going to go in and place in some electrical equipment. What you want to do is go up to component. And you're going to go load family. You're going to click on electrical, architectural, electrical power, terminals, and you're going to, I like to see them, so I just do the large icons, and you can click on GFI. Now you want to hold down control and click outlet duplex. You want to click the range. You want to scroll down and click a switch, because you want to turn stuff on, and that should be good enough for this floor plan. These 2s, 3s, those are switches that you can turn on 2 to 3 lights at one time, and you can go across the room and turn them off. So 2 switches would be hooked up to 1 light. The dimmer means, the D means that you can just dim the lights down. Okay, so once you have all 3 of those selected, or 4, you're going to hit open, and it's going to load them. If you come over to the properties window, you can find the ones that you just loaded by clicking this drop down arrow, and you can find everything alphabetical order. I'm going to add in the GFI outlet into the bathrooms wherever there's water. I have water right here by the sink, because you usually want to blow dry your hair by the sink. Okay, and I'm going to add them also in the kitchen on the countertop, and usually you have them all along your countertops. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in an outlet range, put that by the stove, and then you're going to go in and add in a single duplex outlet, and you're going to add those in every wall that's over 2 feet. Every wall that's 2 feet, and on each side of the door. So all these walls that have 2 feet, you're going to click and add an outlet. And that looks about right. You always need 1 outlet in every hallway. And now I have an outlet on every wall that's over 2 feet, and they're no more than 15 feet apart. and they have to be closer than 6 feet. So right here, that's closer than, they have to be 6 feet to 15 feet apart. Minimum is 6 feet. So once I'm done with that, I have my outlets. Now I want to add lights. Okay, but first you have to add a ceiling into your floor plan. So you want to go to Level Ceiling Plans, and you can see I have my roof in here. And I want to hover over a wall, and you're going to hit the tab button. And if you notice down here at the bottom of the screen where my cursor is, you will see where it says walls, basic wall, generic 8-inch masonry. If I hit the tab button, it changes to chain of walls or lines. I hit it again, now it says room, and I click it again, it goes back to the wall. So basically I most likely don't have a ceiling in here. So I'm going to try again, tab, tab, tab. I don't have a ceiling in here. So what you have to do is you have to go to Architect tab, and you want to go into Ceiling right here. You're going to click Ceiling. Now it automatically defaults to a compound ceiling. You want to change this to a GWB, that's gypsum wallboard on metal stud. That means it's a sheetrock wall. So what you're going to do is you're going to sketch the ceiling up here. Click Sketch. You don't want to do automatic. And you're just going to go on the inside wall all the way around. Thank you. And then what you're going to do is offset it at 8 feet. That's where your roof is going to appear, is at 8 feet height. And level 1. So that's fine for right now. I can change that later if I want to. I'm just going to hit OK. And now I have a ceiling in there. It doesn't look like there's a ceiling, but there is. So now if I go over to the wall and I hit the tab button, down the bottom left corner of your screen it says chain of walls or lines, walls, chain of walls. I gotta hover in just a little bit on the inside edge. There you go. Ceilings, compound ceiling, gypsum wallboard on metal stud. And you can see I have one ceiling in there. Okay, so now I can go in and I can put lights in. So I have to go in and add lights. Go to Component, Load Family, and you want to go to a lighting, architectural, and you want to do internal, and you can see all the different types of lights. I'm just going to grab a spotlight can, and that's going to be a downlight recessed right here. Click the downlight recessed and say open. So now I can go in and I can put lights in my ceiling plan. I got to be in the ceiling plan, level 1. If I go to electrical and I try and put them in, it won't let me put a light in. I got to go component. I can't put a light in. I got to put it in a ceiling. So I got to go back to level 1, and now I can put a light in. And these lights are not very bright, so you want to put several lights in each room. You can go back and change the distance for them later. There should be a ceiling fan, or anyways, we'll just put a bunch of lights in here. And you can do this if you don't want to put all 4 down. I can highlight these 4. Control, 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 Control. And I select all 4 of those. I can come up here and go copy. I can select right here, the middle point, drag them down here. No, that's not going to work. Anyway, so if I just hover over there, hit CS, create same, I can come down here and put my 4 more lights in. And now I have my lights in. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to put a switch in. So I can go back to electrical plan and add my switches. So you go component, go to switch, and I'm going to come back and add a second video to that. So all you got to do is go to switch,